Rainier Avenue Radio.
This week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the Week Award goes to James Newberger, Lincoln High School Lynx junior running back and inside linebacker.
That is James Newberger, and Newberger's got some room.
Two
tacklers off to the races. He could go all the way. He could go.
Touchdown! James Newberger made several clutch runs on offense to sustain Lincoln drives against Franklin and played a solid defense game as well, assisting the Lynx defense with stifling the run. Congratulations to this week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the Week, Lincoln Lynx junior running back and inside linebacker, James Newberger.
What kind of nonsense conversation are we having here?
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier... what's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so tired. I have to pee.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 9th century, Rainier Avenue Radio was the host of the first annual Gregorian chant-off? Man, that was tight. Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
Lock in fresh juice with the newest hip-hop and R&B.
Every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 p.m.
on Rainier Avenue Radio.
You know we got the dopest artists rocking with us every single week. It's myself, D-Money.
Taylor Hart.
And Bite-Sized Patron, which is fresh juice every Wednesday. It's Trilltopia.
Your creative work might look a little different this year, but For Culture grants can still help you put your ideas in motion and share them with King County. Check this out. For Culture is now offering grants in 3 disciplines: art, heritage, and historic preservation. Apply by April 28th. For more information, go to forculture.org. Brought to you by For Culture. As a cultural funding agency for King County, For Culture works to make our region vibrant.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not shouting "Ba-dee-ya" at city council meetings, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Welcome to the show. It's R&R, real recognizing real. Welcome to the show. It's R&R, real recognizing real. Welcome to the show. It's R&R, real recognizing real. Welcome to the show. It's R&R, real recognizing real.
Father God, I want to thank you for another opportunity to do an R Live Jamm Session Presents show. We thank you for the guests, Father God. We thank you for allowing us the opportunity to have this platform in order to share with others, and perhaps maybe it can move them, move their spirits, and have provide them with a good, all the rat race, the rigmarole, and all the drama that they have to deal with. Father, we just ask that you guide this show and that you have your way with this show. In the mighty name of your Son, Christ Jesus. Amen. What's up, y'all? It was on my spirit to do that. Sometimes we got to ask him to guide us because we can't do it all by ourselves. Not to mention, I was in a conversation earlier with quite a few friends of mine today, and it was church. There was a whole bunch of testimonies and convictions, the whole thing. It was beautiful. So my spirit is uplifted. So I figured I might as well see if maybe I can be that vessel and help uplift yours. I hope your weekend was good. Your resurrection day or your Easter, whatever you want to call it, was great with your family. You ate well. I didn't have no ham, so if anybody wants to Bless me with some ham. I'm good with that. What's up, Karen Zam? Hey, we got a great show for you today. We got Tyler XP Andrews on the show, and it's going to be great. He's going to share with us some of his music. We've got some videos and some music for him, and we're going to have a nice conversation with him. So I'm really excited about that. I want to give a shout out and a congratulations to Metro League's Athlete of the Week, James Newberger, I believe that's his name. Congratulations. I guess he's running up and down the field and just making touchdown after touchdown and handling his business, and that's beautiful. It's the cowboy hat, huh? Yeah. Did you guys heard that earlier? What I did with the Southern accent. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expound on all of my little talents that I have. So I might be country western this week. Next week I might be Jamaican. It's never no telling what I might be, but I'm gonna be entertaining. That's what I'm gonna be. That's just what's in me. So it's gonna come out. Anyway, shout out to Rainier Avenue Radio World, and allow me to be on this platform. Shout out to D Money with Fresh Juice, I believe, at 9 o'clock tonight, and Karen Zam, Tony Benton, and all the family at Rainier Avenue Radio World. I mean, they provide a platform for anybody to do whatever they want, as long as you're respectful, to the, the FBC, whatever. I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. Follow the rules, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. That's what it is. So I want to invite any of you that have some music that you want to be played. I want to invite you to go ahead and send that in to Play My Music with a Z, PLZ, rnr@gmail.com. You want to put that up there? Play My Music with a Z, PLZ, rnr@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to get it up there. Obviously, we're going to check it out. We can't have the gangster rap and all the cussing and everything, because we want everybody to enjoy it. Heck, we might even have some youngsters that might want to put their music out. This platform is for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a vessel, and that's what it is. So what else is new? Who's all excited, disappointed with Gonzaga? I'm sure that's going to start that there is probably going to start a huge conversation. But anyway, they played their hearts out, and they did what they're supposed to do. And, there's always next year. So I also want to do a little shout out to myself, RC, your car guy. You know what I'm saying? RC, your car guy. RC stands for real cool, because that's the experience you have when you come down to I-5 Motors, 3323 20th Street East in Fife, Washington. I can help you buy a car. Even if you don't buy from me, that's the type of guy I am. Even if you don't buy from me and you need my assistance, I have so much experience and know-how in this craft that I will actually help you. And I've helped a couple people already that way that probably didn't believe that I did that. But you know what? There's plenty enough to go around, and God's going to take care of me, so I'm going to get mine. So I'm not hating. I don't know how to do that. You feel me? So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring to the show, please put your hands together for Mr. Tyler XP Andrews. Really?
I was gonna make my own. You already did it.
Come on, baby. Hey, we don't have step with this thing, man. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
Fantastic, man. Thank you for coming on the show. We're honored to have you. Really excited about what's going to happen right here, man. You're doing a lot of things, and we want to definitely touch on everything that you're doing. And congratulations, man. I've watched a few of your videos. I see the people you're working with, man. It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So I wanna start off this way, because we gonna elevate from here. I want to start off by giving my condolences to you, bro. I know you lost your mom to cancer, And
yes.
I want to give you my condolences there, man, and for you to continue going, because I know that's what you want you to do is continue going, and that's exactly what you're doing. Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
You bet. So, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from. I was actually born in Olympia, Washington, and then we moved. My mom moved us to Detroit when I was really young. I think I was probably like 3 or 4. We went out to Detroit. And then from there, we moved out to Hammond, Indiana, and Gary, Indiana. But I like to say that I grew up in East Chicago. That's where I became a man and probably did the worst things in my childhood. So I would say, yeah, East Chicago, man, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. Okay. So did you like it out there in Chicago and out there in the Midwest?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I growing up, it's like you don't really got a choice. So I was wherever my mama had worked, that's where he was. But yeah, I loved it out there coming up. It was crazy. We was doing crazy things, at the time when I was living there, Gary, Indiana was like the murder capital in the world for like 7 years in a row, I think, at the time.
Wow.
There was a lot of gang violence and a lot of fights and everything, but coming up, like fighting was kind of fun, and running from the police and stuff like that was kind of fun. But yeah, now looking back on it, I still got family out there, and but usually when I go back, it's because of a funeral or something. So I have a weird feeling, for Detroit and East Chicago. Yeah, I love it out there. That's where I'm from.
That's what's up. We're gonna put a little disclaimer: kids, fighting is not fun.
It's not
Gang
fun.
Violence is not the way to go. Okay,
that's not what I meant. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I'm feeling you, man. So let me ask you, what instruments do you play?
I play the drums. Yeah, I grew up playing the drums for my church. And then that's pretty much it. I used to be able to teach myself how to play a couple tunes on the piano.
Right.
Like, Alicia Keys, I Keep On Falling.
Yeah.
So,
you got a keyboard there? Can we hear some of that?
Oh no, I don't got a keyboard. I got a little keyboard, the MIDI board that hook up for the studio, but yeah, I don't got a keyboard.
That's what's up, man. So you said how old were you when you first started playing the drums? How old were you? Were you playing for the choir, or what were you?
Yeah, man, I don't remember. I had to be like the first time I had to be like 6 or 7.
Wow.
Yeah, I never took lessons or nothing. I used to just sit behind the drummer at church, and he used to give me a pair of sticks, and I used to just mimic him by hitting on the ground.
Right.
And one day he didn't show up, and my mama was like the lead singer and the choir director at the time, and so she was just like, Tyler can play, get on. And I was like, huh? And then I guess I just knew how to play from that point on. So.
Yeah. Hey, I know how you feel, bro. That's how I learned how to play. I'm a singer that play the drums too. Yeah. My uncle and my dad always had bands in the basement rehearsing. He always managed bands. So I would, after they get done practicing, I go and I try to do everything that they did.
Yeah.
And then my uncle moved in with us, and he had a drum set upstairs. As soon as he left, I did the same thing. So I know exactly what you mean every single time you see something. So how are you now? Are you good? Are you, you know what I'm saying? Are you like?
Well, I can keep a beat, bro. Like, I got a little roll. I got one roll that I can do, on it. But no, I never took lessons or, kept going with it or anything like that. Once I started, once I figured out I could rap, I was like, that's my new drum set. So
there you go.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like playing the drums because it's a lot of different cadences. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So self-taught musician, I could dig that.
Yeah.
Whoa, cool stories about learning drums. Who's that? Jeff Simpson. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So, when you're writing your raps and your lyrics and your music, what's your inspiration, bro?
Mostly just life experiences, past, present, and future. Things that I went through, things that other people have went through that I've been witness to.
yeah, if I'm working on, it depends on what I'm working on. If I'm working on something where I'm just vibing out, then, what I'm saying, I'll just let it flow. I'll just, write whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the most part, it's just life experiences and, trying to be me.
So is that pretty much how your process goes? It's like whatever you're going through, or if you notice something, is that kind of how that goes?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on. I think it really depends on like the production, right? So if I get something and I already have a concept for what I want to do, like I have a specific concept, then I might take it might take me longer to make that song than versus if it's just like a rap beat or a trap beat or something, then I can just go in and I'm not really, worried about what it's going to be about,
Right. Right.
Yeah. So most of the times I'm just filling it out unless I already got an idea.
Okay. So are you pretty much writing your own music, composing your own music, or do you collaborate with everybody when you do it?
Oh no. Yeah. I write my own music.
Okay.
This, on this last album I did on Regal Blue 84, I wrote this song with me and Tiffany, but I had already wrote the song before she heard about it. And so I remember writing the song. I wanted to write it as though, a man could sing it to a woman or a woman could sing it to a man or vice versa, So I had to write that.
I can dig that.
With that in mind. And so that's how that turned out.
Love you too, bro. That's cool, man. That's cool. So, how did you, when you were writing that song, because that has to take some, you had to really dig deep, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to think like a woman would, and I mean, you obviously know how to think like a man, but was that a difficult process?
No, I think it was actually easier than you would think. I really didn't think too much about writing from the point of view of a woman on that song. I really just was thinking of, little things that one person could say to the other that would work, work either way. Like, there's, things about like, come to my apartment, that could work either way. A woman wants you to go to her place, or a man, it don't matter. So little things like that. It was actually way easier than it was seemed. So, yeah.
Cool, man. So you work with Tiff. I see you have Thaddeus in there. You even have my boy, oh man, he gonna shoot me in the eye. The drummer, A flat on the drums.
I don't A flat on the drums.
Yep, and you're live. You'll see it because we're gonna play it.
Oh, in the live, on the live. Yeah,
he gonna shoot you in the eye now.
I thought you were talking about on the album. I was like,
no. Yeah, I saw Littlefield. I saw my man on the bass. Yeah, you had a nice little lineup, man. That's
man. Tiffany helped me put that together, man. So
that's dope. She speaks highly of you. She's been on the show before, and she spoke highly of you. I didn't know who you were. I knew who you were, but I didn't know who you were until we had the interview for when I interviewed you on for the what was that? The Black.
Shut the stage down.
Down at the Columbia City Theater.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm a little mature in age, so I forget things. So.
I'm right there with you.
So who are some of the musicians or artists that you look up to that you kind of, not necessarily mimic, but just kind of they inspire you?
Definitely. I would say my number one would probably be Bilal. When it comes to the singing stuff, definitely Bilal, D'Angelo, people like that. Also, like Erykah Badu is a huge inspiration. Jasmine Sullivan. Man, the list can go on. Jessica Reedy. A lot of people don't probably know she's a gospel singer. She won Sunday's Best. Remember Sunday's
Oh,
Best?
yeah.
I don't even know too much of her music, but for some people just stick out to me, like, and stay in my mind for a long time with certain voices. And she had a voice that was one of those. That's why I'm like a big fan of Tiffany, because she has one of those voices she could just do things with her voice that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's an instrument, definitely an instrument. She uses it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, there's a lot of influences. I mean, even old school stuff, Curtis Mayfield, Isley Brothers, Al Green, definitely. Bootsy Collins. I could go on forever. But the rap side.
Come on with it.
Pharoah Monch is like my number one. Royce the 5'9". Actually, recently I put Royce above Pharoah. It's crazy. I got to do that. I feel bad doing it, but I got to put Royce above Pharoah right now. Black Thought, Elzai, Fun Village. Man, the list goes on again. I could name people.
I want to ask you one that because I asked my man Dre Z about Rakim.
Yes.
And because I asked him, I was like, man, if you had an opportunity, who would you like to collab with? And then he never said Rakim. I asked him, and he's like, man, I never really been a Rakim fan. Not good or bad, but just some folks you vibe with, some folks you don't. What do you think about Rakim?
Man, I mean, that's like, he's a godfather to me. But again, he's from that era that was like right before me, which is why like Pharaoh is my Rakim. You know what I'm saying? But I can go back and listen to a Rakim verse, digging in my pocket, all my money spent. So I dig deeper, still coming up with the shit he was saying is still relevant to today, and that's what matters. That's what makes a good artist. And he's just one of the greatest writers of all time. But I guess me being from the generation I'm from, a lot of people don't have the love and respect and admiration for the people the pioneers that became before them. Everybody don't feel the same way, but I definitely do. Like, he's definitely up there for me.
So you appreciate like Rakim and Emerald Street Boys and stuff like that? No.
Yeah. But I didn't growing up. I didn't know about Emerald Street Boys. You know what I'm saying? I was out in the Midwest, but I definitely had some lessons since I've been up here.
I'm just trying to get a plug.
I'm feeling it.
No, man. So you released numerous projects, man. What are some of your favorite songs from the projects you've released?
Oh, man. From the past two, the one before this last one was Piscean. There was a song in there called Candy. Really like Candy. What else? There's another one on there called Smiling. That's really like acoustic. And I think that was like one of my first times trying to attempt like a ballad kind of song where it's just all piano. Shout out to Q Dot, who played piano on there. Farnell Newton played the trumpet on it. It's just very ballady and acoustic. So that was something that I had never tried. So that was one of my favorites. Off this new one, every song, people keep asking me what's my favorite off this new album. And every song at some point is like my favorite song. Like every song means something different. Every song has a different vibe. Every song is fire on this new album. I don't say that about no other album ever that I've done. As a matter of fact, every album before these last two, I be telling people not to listen to as if they don't exist. But that's just me being super picky about stuff.
So what about this album? What about this album has you feeling real good about it, opposed to the other two? What did you do different, or how did you feel different, or what was your motivation on this one?
It's just the amount of work I put into it. I think this was the first one that I recorded like 90% of the vocals myself, like at home. Also mixed, like a good 60% of it.
Okay.
And then sent it off for somebody to put like final touches on it. Getting the musicians to play on certain songs and in certain parts, in certain parts, like, shout out to Josh Rollins. He played a lot of piano on here. He's filthy. He's like, some of them would send me 3 or 4 tracks of them just playing over the whole song. And then, so what I would end up doing is like chopping up the pieces that I liked and just creating my own kind of solos out of what they sent me. So I kind of end up like composing in a way. So I think that's why I probably feel that way about this, just because I did so much more than I've ever done on a project myself. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. That's dope, man. So we got to go to station break in a few minutes, man, but I'm going to try something. We're going to do something new, man. We're going to start today with you and I. We're going to do a duet right quick. Up until the station break. Yep.
Oh, my
duet.
God.
Just something simple. Like, mother, there's too many of you crying.
See, I got to remember the lyrics.
Brother, there's far too many of you dying. Come on, X.
You know we've got to find a way to bring something here today.
Oh, Father, we don't need to escalate, no. You see, 'cause war is not the answer. Hey, for only love can conquer hate. You know we got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, picket lines,
sister,
and picket signs. Don't punch.
It's a delay too. I'm trying to.
It's all good though. It's working. So that's the first time we've done it on the show, but we're gonna do it from here on out. I think it's kind of a cool thing, especially just before the break. So we're gonna take a nice little station break. You're listening to Tyler XP Andrews here on R Live Jamm Session with ThatguyRcurtis on Rainier Avenue Radio World. We'll be right back. Mute.
Rainier Avenue Radio World, celebrating 4 years of broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the interest of South Seattle and surrounding communities. Hey, it's Tony B, and yes, I'm excited to share with you that April 1st is our birthday. This one is our 4th of amplifying the diverse voices in our communities, broadcasting community events, providing award-winning instructional classes to youth and adults, supporting our music communities in all genres and forms, hosting critical conversations, and making sure that we are who you are. 2020 provided us with the opportunities to meet the needs of our communities. Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to have provided our communities with the most comprehensive coverage of how the coronavirus did and continues to impact our communities. And so, for our birthday, on behalf of our amazing staff, volunteers, and show hosts, to all of our contributors, supporters, listeners, and viewers, thank you. Thank you for your support and patience while we were trying to figure out this internet and broadcasting media thing 4 years ago. Thank you to our youth students who took our courses in interdisciplinaries like communication, journalism, multimedia, math and coding, adult digital literacy, social media analytics, beat making, film, photography, and of course, broadcast. Thank you for staying with us even when we made mistakes. You know that when we provide opportunities for you to share your voice, thoughts, issues, concerns, and talents, then we look at that as growing together. As the African proverb says, that is how we will go far. We have grown, and you've grown with us. We have over 80 shows hosted or produced by members of our communities. And all of this during a pandemic. But that is one reason why we do exist. As a true grassroots organization that started out broadcasting out of a study room in the Columbia City Library, we formed alliances with groups like the HCAACD, worked with city government, private developers, and a variety of arts organizations to promote sustainable art space, land acquisition, and ownership for arts organizations. I'm sure many were shocked when we leased just 3 properties in the heart of Columbia City, providing our community members with business opportunities for a hair salon, barbershop, recording studio, rental hall, youth concert and celebration space, artist residency, and an art gallery, among the other multiple uses. We are continuing that growth as we move towards ownership of property in the Central District and in land acquisition in South Seattle's Columbia City to preserve the historical and cultural artistic integrity of our communities and ensure that independent voices continue to be heard. So for those of you who have found out about us recently, we thank you on our birthday for allowing us to broadcast our community-created content however and wherever you listen and watch. If you'd like to make a birthday donation to Rainier Avenue Radio, it would be much appreciated. Yes, times are tough, so any amount would be greatly appreciated. You will see the results. Here's how you can donate. You can go to our website at RainierAvenueRadio.world and go to the donate page. You can Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. You can send a check to Rainier Avenue Radio, P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington, 98118. You can donate to Shunpike, which is our fiscal agent. Just indicate that your contribution is for Rainier Avenue Radio. Shunpike is the 501c3 nonprofit agency that provides independent art groups like ours in Washington State services, resources, and opportunities. Once again, happy birthday to us at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We are your community radio station. We will continue to provide you with community-created content, broadcast live from our communities, and of course, we'll bring you high school sports like nobody else can. Join us in celebration. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Used to have a crush on Keisha, brush on my faded little waves with the beach fuzz. Should I rock the case, switch all the feelers? Hit me on my beeper, baby, whenever you need it. Used to fall asleep on the phone. Your daddy always asking who calling us home. Plus your mama ain't raised no. I'm just saying they'll make them like this no more. Yeah. She gotta know about a little 90s R&B if she riding with me. She gotta know exactly what to say if we ever stop by the police. Other chicks be complaining, she be making them payments, amen. Driver seat of the ladies, gotta be on the 80s. Hey, Miss Ladybird, let's look for UFOs together. I don't mean to impose, just circle yes and no, whatever. Hey, Miss Ladybird, let's become shooting stars together. It's just me, you and God. If you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, whatever. Hey, Miss Lady, thought I was in love with Marika. Never got married, but I wish I had a prenup. Yeah. Then along came Eliza, so I ain't been swiping, y'all. I'm trying to keep her. I've been cutting back on the parties. I've been with my baby, just start gazing. Let me open up the roof. Marvin, about to hit the block with my boo. Hey, let's go. She gotta know about a little 90s R&B if she riding with me. She gotta know exactly what to say if we ever stop by the police. Other chicks be complaining, she be making them payments, amen. Driver seat of the ladies, gotta be on the 80s. Hey, Miss Lady, let's look for UFOs together. I don't mean to impose, just circle yes and no, whatever. Hey, Miss Lady, let's become shooting stars together. It's just me, you and God. If you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, whatever. You knocked me right off my high horse. The sky is falling as long as you're in my life, girl, and you give me something to live for. Share me more. Can't got my tongue, my lovely one, my honey bun. Let's look for UFOs together. I don't mean to impose, just circle yes and no, whatever. Hey, Miss Ladybird, let's become shooting stars together. It's just me and I. If you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, whatever.
Ladybug.
Yeah.
What's up with the ladybugs?
Ladybugs.
Cuddy Fresh, huh?
Yeah, Cuddy Fresh on there. Josh Rollins on the piano. Got the homie No Guzman on the bass. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. That's nice. What brought that one on? What inspired that one?
I just wanted to kind of do. It's kind of like a timeline of my. I don't want to say my love life, but yeah, kind of like my love life. From growing up. And how we used to holler at girls and make sure your range is right and falling asleep on the phone to today I'm going through it, with, exes and, swiping on Tinder and whatnot.
Wow.
So I wanted to kind of put all that into a song, but then I also wanted to do it in like an old school way, kind of like a little Nat King Cole-ish.
Right.
A lot of people don't really pick up on it, but that's why like, especially during the bridge, like if you take the beat away and if you're just snapping like you knocked me right off my high horn, it's super like old school, like almost 20s,
bebop almost
bebop type style. So
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
What inspired that, yeah.
So that was a cool little segue, man. I'm sure the ladies out there probably want to know is there somebody special in XP's life right now. They might want to know. I don't know. I might be starting something.
Everybody in my life is special.
I love it, baby.
Listen,
boom, man. Come on, man. Give me some dap, baby. Give me some dap.
No, listen, brother.
Yeah.
Everybody in my life is so special to me, bro.
I understand what you mean. Say, man, talk about this Old Dominion. What's up with the Old Dominion? It was like 20 members or something like that in that? What is 20, that?
I think it's more than 20, you know what I'm saying? It's breakdancers, graffiti artists, rappers, DJs, singers, all types of things. But yeah. I don't know how many there are now. I don't know. Yeah.
So it's like a movement, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we've been considered, the Northwest Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Like the homie Henri, and them are the OGs. I think I'm one of the last members. Me and Candid were like the last two people to get in Old Dominion. And yeah, before I even got here, they were already just like a monster house of just some of the most talented people, in the Northwest.
Okay.
So they allowed me to come and do my thing.
Okay, that's what's up. I wanna play this Any of Us, man. You wanna talk about that before I have him put that on?
Yeah, man. Any of Us. I wrote that during some crazy times. And I, found myself asking, if there was any of us left, was there any more real ones left? Real men, real women. I was asking what was going on with my own people as well versus the people who I felt were targeting my people. So, it's a song just of questions, I think. Just, kind of checking us and myself a little bit.
I like that. Check it out. Any of Us.
River running around like it's sanctified, yeah. But ask him how he got them ties in his bank account, yeah. Big old house and car by the grace of God, yeah. Lord, where are my people? Give me strength to keep on. Little nigga running around living like a gangster now, yeah. Hustling is all he know, gotta make it out, yeah. Every once in a while I see his face in the clouds, yeah, yeah. Lord, where are my people? Yeah. Is there any of us left? Is there any more real niggas? Is there any more real women? Give it for your thoughts in the city of the Lord. Is there any of us left, yeah? Can somebody show me love now? Are we all in the club now? While the rest getting gunned down and worked down. Look at us running in circles, around we go, yeah, yeah. Say we know how to love, but we probably don't, yeah. But if we ain't together, our house is not a home, yeah. Lord, where are my people? Give me the strength to keep. Whoa. And if I should die before I see the promised land, go ahead and wipe your eyes, take me by the hand, yeah. Real women, pretty for your thoughts in the city of the Lord. Yeah. Are we all in the world now? While the rest getting run down and run down. Oh yeah, Is there any more? Is there any more? Yeah.
Fire. That's fire. Experience. That's fire. Jaretha. Yeah, you bet, man. Jaretha Marbury says, okay, this R&R live show is giving me something to look forward to each week. God bless you, sis. Appreciate you. Jeff Simpson said, dude about to blow up. Karen Zab said, oh, the players. Natasha Sims gives us a hand clap. Anthony Baxter says, love you, bro. And Jeff Simpson says, whoa, cool stories about learning drums. And okay, Jaretha says, our people tend to recognize symbols judging from the pick on your hat and the pick on the little boy's head in the back. Can you tell us what is the message there?
Okay, this is the symbol of one of the greatest b-boy crews of all time, Massive Monkeys from right here in Seattle. This pick right here behind me is a painting. I forget the artist's name, but it's called Ice Cream Warrior, and it's the picture of a little black boy, and he has those are ice cream cones, but it's in the style like he has a warrior's mohawk, like he's ready for war, but yet there's innocence there. But sometimes those young men are forced to become adults way too fast, especially growing up in places like I did. So I think that's the message he was trying to convey. I'm not sure, but I really like it. And yeah, that was the message there.
I think you put that together real well, brother. I think you did. Hey, let's talk about this. What is it? The Nate Jackson comedy. What's the funniest comedy show ever?
Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club.
Okay, there it is.
Tacoma, Washington.
How'd you get involved with that, man?
Oh man. Well, first of all, I grew up. Well, I'm not gonna say I grew up, but when I moved back out here to Washington, and started going to church again, I went to New Life down in Olympia, Washington, and kind of was playing the drums there. And so I met a lot of young men there while I was in the choir, and Nate was one of them. And so we was friends in the church, and then, you know, I kind of stopped going to that church, and then, you know, we grow up, and then eventually, you know, you stay connected on Facebook, and then you hear, I hear he had become a comedian. So I started following him back in the day, and, you know, and then I saw him on All Deaf Digital. I don't know if you know, it's like a YouTube channel, but it's a lot of young upcoming comedians.
Okay.
And they do a lot of roast sessions and things like that. So I used to watch for the roast sessions, because they sit in a classroom, and then somebody got to come sit up front, and then the whole class roast who's ever in the hot seat.
Oh, wow. I have to check that out.
Yeah, you got to check that out. And so I saw him on there, and I was like, yo, he's really doing it big, you know? And then fast forward, you know, I went to a comedy show. I forget who was performing. It was at Tacoma Comedy Club. I forget who it was, but I think he was hosting.
Okay.
And he had brought somebody, and I went to see. And around this time, I had been kind of putting the word out there to a couple of people I knew that I was looking for something to invest in. Like, I wanted to do something dope, and you know, I wanted to put some money in a dope place. And so that night, he was there, and then another acquaintance of ours, Joey LaRock, was there. And they were like, yeah, and they got this idea that they're doing this. And I immediately was like, a comedy club. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is meant to be, because I'm just a very big fan of stand-up. Like, always has. Ever since I was young, like, I remember being like 8 and then turning on the TV when I wasn't supposed to and seeing Andrew Dice Clay on HBO. And remember seeing Andrew Dice Clay and being like, hearing so many curse words. It was just like, you know,
hickory dickory dock.
I was just my mind blown, right? So from that point on, it led me, you know, you go and look up Richard Pryor, you know, you see the Eddie Murphy Raw, and then from that point on, you know, I'm watching Saturday Night Live every weekend since the late 80s, you know. So when this came along, I was just like, oh, I'm in, no questions, you know. And I know Nate, and then, you know, I finally got to see him live not too long ago. And dude is up there as far as stand-up go. He's up there with some of the greats, and he's not even at his full potential yet. So I just know, like, it's just dope to be a part of his dream. And it's dope to create one together, especially something that I have such a dope love for. So, yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. Because you try to tell a couple of jokes, and I don't know. Do you do stand-up? Because if you do, you probably should stop.
Well, it's interesting that you thought that they were jokes when that was just naturally me talking. But yes, you know, I have been known to upbring a chuckle or two. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you, man. So talk about what other projects you got going. What you got coming up for us?
Oh man, you know what? I'm working on something right now, and it's pretty big. I've been working on it for the past year. I can't say too much.
Okay.
I will say this though: I'm developing a video game for Xbox and PlayStation console.
Wow.
I'm dropping this news right here, live, right here.
On R Live Jamm Session, y'all, right now. This is what's going down.
Listen. Like, I can't say exactly what it is, but it's about to be so big, and I think it's gonna be really dope. And I'm gonna do something with music, and video in the video game world that hasn't been done before, hasn't been done yet. And I think we're going to be the first to do it. My team's going to be the first to do it. I'm very excited. I can't say too much, but I think it's something that everybody can get down with, especially if you look like us. I think you go fuck with it. I mean, excuse me. I think you go mess with it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, man. It seems like you got to get your hands into something, because we ain't getting no younger. We got to make sure, we can't work no more. We got something left over, so we can live.
That's right. And I see somebody commented down there. That is correct. The comedy club is one of the largest Black-owned comedy clubs this side of the Mississippi. In fact, I believe there's only 10 Black-owned comedy clubs in America, and I think we're like number 10. And we were either like number 10 or 11.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's
another
awesome,
reason
man.
why I was excited to do it.
Well, I'm gonna put this out there, man. We'd love to have Nate on there. So if you can slip him $100 in his back pocket or something, we'd love to have him on the show, man. And much success to you guys on that, man. I'm gonna have to definitely come down. I love comedy myself, man. I think laughter is like the best therapy ever.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You cannot walk into a comedy show angry or tripping off of something at home and leave up out of there the same way. If you do, you're going to hell.
Exactly, and that's why, and that's why I thought this place would be perfect, especially for around that time. And I knew once all of this got over with, people was going to want a place to go to and laugh, and it's done. I mean, we got a big name every weekend. D.L. Hughley is there this weekend. It's sold out. But Tommy Davidson was just there.
Man,
Listen,
I wish I
Jesse
known.
Banks is coming. Donnell Rollins is coming. Tickets on sale now. It's crazy.
Wow. Where can they buy the tickets, man? Go on, plug it in. Go on, get your little cheap plug in right quick. Go on, man. Go on.
SuperFunnyComedyClub.com. Go get those tickets.
Get your tickets. SuperFunnyComedyClub.com. And don't be tripping off the price because it's Black owned, and don't be tripping because if it's anybody else, you would just pay the price. So pay the price. I don't care if it's $120. Well, I do care if it's $120, but
listen, it ain't
that's
that
what's
much.
up.
Unless you try to be VIP booth, that's different. If
Ain't
you want to
nothing wrong
come
with
in there and you want to flex, you look flashy, you got to pay for that, baby.
That's what's up. Well, like I said, congratulations on that, bro. And man, this has been awesome. I really do appreciate this. I was really looking forward to this because when we did the interview for the I'm really fumbling at the Columbia City Theater. I know we didn't get a whole lot of time in, but I think the vibe was real cool, and I thought that this would be real great. And it has been Black History Month. That's what it was at the Columbia City Theater. Yeah. So much success to you, brother. Come back anytime. This is the time of the show when you get to say whatever you want. This is your fan base right now. This is your people. Say whatever you want right now. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Well, thank y'all for having me. If you want to follow me, you want to follow what I'm doing, you can check me out on all platforms at Experience XP. Don't put the E at the beginning. Just Experience XP. My website is xpmusic.rocks. You can get stuff there. You can get merch. I got hoodies and t-shirts. I got brand new vinyl for the album that just came out, Regal Blue 84. Please check that album out. And that's nice how that pop up like that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I told you we don't have stuff around here, baby. My bad. It's your show. Go ahead.
No, you get. Man. Yeah, come check me out, man. I think y'all like my music. I think so. If you don't, something wrong with you.
Facts. Because his music is soul music. Don't get it twisted. It's soul music. It penetrates your soul. It goes through your ears to your soul to your feet, and you can't do nothing but move. That's what it is. Right there. So yeah, man, that's what's up. I want to take it out with that video. What's the video I want? You sent me the
peacocking.
I think the peacocking. Yeah. Let's do that peacock.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's do that one. Now, what was up with that one before we cue it up? What was up with that one? What brought that one on?
Oh man, this was right when we was going through quarantine, and I was tired of being at home, and I wanted to feel like I was going out again. So I decided to get a bunch of friends and family to film themselves dancing to the song, and then I got some people to represent some charities that they wanted to rep and throw them in the video, and so hopefully we could get that shared, and some people could get some help at the same time.
That's what's up.
So yeah. So people definitely should check it out. All the charities and everything are in the credits if you go on YouTube, and there's a lot of dope things that you could donate to. Washington Washington Mental Fund, I believe was called, for funds for mental health for Black people out here in the Northwest. Was one of the dopest ones. And there was a couple other ones that people should check out. So yeah.
Cool. So let's check out that video, peacocking. And
Too drunk to like you. I'm too high to care. I really don't care. No. Why you so spiteful? Why you so? I'm too high to care. I really don't care. No. Why you so spiteful? Why you so scared? Why are you so scared? I'm not your rival. I'm not your friend. Not your life, when you're oxygen, it's not my business. I've been staying on the good foot lately. Introduce you to a few good ladies. Everybody will deal with a pop out. Better take your friend about your mouth. We don't know nobody. We ain't taking shit from nobody. You see, I'm tripping with the sauce. I wish I had wood right now. I'm drinking feeling good right now. You gotta let me fly. You don't gotta step on my toes. We all gotta get it. You gotta let me fly. Bottoms up. We got it. You gotta let me fly. You ain't never seen so much gold. The whole team winning. You gotta let me fly. Watch and learn. We got it. You gotta let me fly. Blood on the dance floor. Sexy, yeah. Put your ass on. I'm not just saying it. I'm not the same. I'm not to baby. No, not today. I'm just trying to mind my business. I've been chilling, I've been really on my phone for. If it ain't about the money, gotta postpone. All eyes on this when we pull up. We be looking for them girls who be doing too much. Little brother, my good clothes on. See the reason why we do so low. Not working with it all, so I wish I hate the wood right now. I'm feeling good right now. We got it. You got it. You don't gotta step on my toes. We all got it. You got it. Bottoms up. We got it. You ain't never seen so much gold. The whole team's winning. You got it. Watch and learn. We got it. You gotta let me fly. You gotta let me
yes, sir. Peacocking. I like that video. Uh-oh, what? Oh. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, baby. Peacocking. So I want to ask you, didn't you perform at the Grammys?
No, I didn't perform at the Grammys.
Okay.
I think did I go to them? No, I went to we performed at the MTV Music Awards.
Okay. How was that? What was that experience like?
I think so. You know what? I might be wrong. Never performed at the Grammys. Some of these things mesh together.
Right.
But yeah, I think it was the MTV Music Awards, I think.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. That was on my head. I just wanted to ask you. Well, brother, this was awesome. Thank you very much, man. You come back anytime, man. Much success to you, man. Keep the spirit because you got a beautiful spirit. And hey, man, I'm gonna see you at the comedy show.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
All right, brother. Deuces.
Have a good one.
Experience, y'all, on R Live Jam Session. I'm ThatguyRcurtis. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday at 5 o'clock, same time, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. I'm out. Deuces. The Cinnamon is next. Make sure you stay tuned. Right, chill.
Say, man, I'm interested to see what you're going to do with this one right here, man. Where you going with it? Everybody else got it. Okay. All around the world, all the different cities, all the different states. How come we can't have it here? We can't. So I decided